Le premier souvenir de ma vie.
So I know the first memory of my life when I was 3.
I remember I used to play outside of the building in kindergarten, and I remember crying. They were trying to pick me up to go to school, like hated me. Can you see the scars?
Ma mère qui perd une boucle d'oreille au-dessus de mon berceau et qui galère à la retrouver, qui la retrouve pas. Et je me vois me marrer en continuant à lui toucher le visage et en lui faisant perdre sa seconde boucle d'oreille.
It's so hard. Hang on. I think catching a lightning bug and seeing it glowing. That's my first memory.
Le premier souvenir de ma vie, c'est quand j'ai volé un aimant dans ma classe de maternelle et que j'ai dit à ma mère que je l'avais trouvé dans un bac à sable et que j'avais menti pour la première fois de ma vie. Je crois que c'est ça. Ou, je peux rajouter quelque chose ? Non, c'était quand j'étais sur ma petite voiture à 2 ans que je savais pas encore marcher et que j'étais sur ma petite Jeep avec un petit volet et un petit klaxon et je déambulais dans l'appartement.
Oh. First memory of my life. I think when I think about it, I can see 2 things. It's me standing on the beach with my mother, and I'm just a little boy, and I have clothes on me that are too big, and it's cold. I have a beanie on, and I'm holding my mum's hand, and we're just looking out to sea. And the other thing that came to my mind was I used to build cubby houses when I was young in the trees, and I guess just sitting in the trees and just breathing, watching the world go by.
The first memory, I always get confused if I'm putting the memories in that I've seen photos for. But I remember, I've not seen a photo of this. I remember a little tricycle I had, and I rode over some stone steps, and I got 3 or 4 stitches in my chin. And I believe I can remember that. I can remember the pain, and I can remember the car journey, and I can remember my mum and dad. So yeah.
Vache. Je sais pas. Putain. Aussi loin que ça remonte, je pense que j'étais dans une chaise en bois, tu sais, avec les petites boules là qu'on met pour les bébés pour jouer. Et c'est la première fois de ma vie que je vois la télévision en fait. C'est la première fois qu'elle est rentrée dans cette maison là, c'était la maison de mes grands-parents. Et tout le monde était... il y avait une émulation incroyable dans la famille, je comprenais pas, et à la fois j'étais complètement émerveillé par la télévision, c'est affreux de dire ça. Oh non. Mais bon voilà, c'est mon premier souvenir de bébé.
Si tu m'aurais dit, ils seront là, j'aurais essayé de
First memory of my life. It is, I think this is the oldest memory. My sister was a baby, so I must have been about 4, and my mum had just come home from the hospital with her, and I was told, just be very quiet, mum's very tired. And I thought, oh, my mum is tired, I felt like I should get her a present. So my father and I were visiting our neighbour, who was a lovely old lady, and they were talking in the kitchen or something, and I saw a jewellery box that was open, and I took a pair of earrings from my mum. And that was my first and my last crime, but I was busted because I was holding my dad's hand as we left, and he was like, what's in your hand? And I was like, nothing. And he couldn't believe I had stolen jewellery from our neighbour, but it was from my mum. But so actually I got into a lot of trouble instead of, I wanted to give her a present, but it was okay. That was my life in crime and also my earliest memory, I think.
The first memory of my life would be... I have to think back then. Would be something like staying in the courtyard of the house I lived in when I was a kid. Must have been around 3 years old, for my little brother was there, who was born when I was 2. We were lying outside in the grass with my father. And I'm lying on his back. He's lying on his stomach with no shirt on because it's summer. And we have water running next to us. Yeah, I guess that's it.
Wow. I never really thought about that, but probably knowing that my bed was in a chest of drawers, because I slept in a chest of drawers when I was a child, a small child. So but maybe that might be fabricated. I don't know if that's in my mind I might have just heard that story and thought it was my first memory, but somewhere I think I remember that.
The first memory of my life is listening to my parents argue over a card game while I was in the crib. I remember the hand my father had and him yelling at my mother about what a terrible card player she was. That was the first memory. I hate cards. I do not gamble. My parents are dead. It's much better now.